Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the North Main Minute. I'm Joshua Dobi. One of the things that we've seen kind of pulsing through the social media networks, and there's been some discussion in other various business news sources, and certainly when it comes to personal financial planning, is the acronym FIRE, or Financial Independence Retire Early kind of scenario. So what exactly is that? At least at this point, I think it's a pretty broad-based definition. I'm going to use our broad-based definition here at North Main Financial Group. You may see some different things out there, and that's certainly fine as well. But generally speaking, it's the idea of getting age-wise as quickly to financial independence as possible so that you can retire early or have, in our universe, that financial flexibility to retire early or partially retire early. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So is that a goal for you? It might be. We're certainly seeing it a lot in this day and age where there are not only desires, but even expectations that folks will be able to retire earlier than, quote, normal, or let's call it more traditional retirement ages, which we, generally speaking, have thought of as age 65. And meaning in terms of the traditional retirement age. And that's also when we are shifting towards Medicare health insurance at age 65 as well. But we're seeing folks who want to have that kind of at least optionality that they would like to retire before age 65. So then the idea becomes, okay, then can we be financially independent enough or financially flexible enough for that to be able to happen? So we're seeing that phenomenon. That's the first thing to note out there. The second big thing when it comes to this idea of retiring early or being financially independent is understanding what that means. And it's different for everybody. For example, more traditional retirement spaces, it was a dead stop. You worked, you retired, you were on Medicare, perhaps you had a pension, and you had a portfolio, and that was what retirement was. Now in this day and age, in our experience at North Main Financial, it can also mean retiring from a more formal space, but perhaps having a part-time job, perhaps doing some things philanthropically, perhaps doing charitable and other volunteer work, where you may be working as much as you were during your retirement years, but you're doing it on your terms. Which brings me to the third big point, and this is absolutely necessary. It's the front end of that FIRE acronym that we talked about here earlier in today's segment, and that has to do with the idea of financial independence, or what we often use in North Main Financial, talking about financial flexibility. That's one of the primary spaces to which we are working towards on behalf of our clients, is financial flexibility. Does that mean retirement? Maybe, but really what it means is having the flexibility to choose. And that sometimes is as powerful as being an actual retirement, meaning that folks, even if they're working, if they know they have the financial flexibility to be able to walk away or to retire at any time, that sometimes is the psychological and emotional release, if you will, that allows them to continue to enjoy the spaces where they are, even if that means they continue to work. Big deal. If I could somehow impart to you and everybody I know this box that had financial flexibility in it for the rest of your years, that's what I would give you. And it's a really big deal when you're thinking about long-term financial planning, because it can then shape, do I stay in this job or profession? Do I shift or I tweak a little bit? Is there something else that I would like to do or maybe would like to do at some point in the future? Having that financial flexibility allows that to be a very real conversation instead of just hope in the sky kind of thing. And so that's why we focus on that so intently here at North Main Financial Group and make that a foundational part of our financial planning on behalf of clients. If you'd like to reach out to us at North Main Financial Group, perhaps talk about the FIRE acronym that is out there right now, what it means to be financially independent, what it means to retire early, because truly it is different for everybody, or what it means to be in just an overall financially flexible kind of space, love to chat with you, northmainfinancial.com.